Again, go. Hi, we're Molotov Jukebox.
Thanks for watching Music News.
Molotov Jukebox, Sam and Nat.
Hi.
Good to meet you. How you
Nice to
doing?
meet you.
Yeah, good. I'm a little bit nervous.
Nervous? Excited nervous?
Excited nervous.
A little bit like Christmas Eve nervous?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, here at the Finsbury, North London. Album launch day today.
Yeah.
Tropical Gypsy out. So, what can we expect tonight then?
Sweating, a lot of sweating.
Yeah, I mean, in this place it's basically going to be a sauna, like a disco sauna.
Disco sauna, yeah. Next album title.
Yeah, we're going to be unveiling some new tunes. We're going to be playing the whole album, which is apparently is not a normal thing to do. We're going to play the whole new album. Quite a few unheard tracks so far. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be the people coming down tonight are our
super fans.
Yeah, our core, our family, the people that have been with us a long way. So it's going to be quite a special night for us.
And a lot of our close friends and family as well. So I think it's going to be a room full of love.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. I've been listening to the album all day. Absolutely fantastic.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I know. I'm really getting into it a lot. I'll be playing it when I go back and
brilliant,
and everything. But what is it all about? How would you sort of summarise it? Is there a theme? You know?
I'd say Tropical Gypsy is the theme. Really, it was the mission statement that we started from. So we decided on the title first, and then wrote lots of songs, but kind of anything that wasn't fitting with where we saw that made up term covering kind of got put to the side. And you've said it, Nat said it quite a few times, but it's something that has those two kind of musical themes have in common is the
they kind of both in kind of Latin music and in Balkan music they use, they talk about deep themes like the fact that we're going to die and it's bad. It's going to happen very soon at some point, and betrayal and lust and a lot of things that they put to music that's very upbeat, and I quite like that level of you can. Basically kind of saying, well, life is hard and life is full of loss and death, but let's dance for now.
Yeah, I mean, it's very upbeat, energetic, Latino. There's a fun vibe throughout. I mean, where does the inspiration come from then for the?
I guess a lot of our travels.
Mexico last year.
We're really lucky enough to get to see a lot of the world and some exciting places with our music. And that's definitely fed back in a lot into the music we've subsequently written. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think a lot of us are interested in that sort of thing anyway. I mean, we both grew up around Notting Hill Carnival, within earshot, and so that kind of carnival spirit has always been a kind of part of our lives. Mm-hmm. She's Spanish with Colombian family, which obviously that's a kind of feed into it.
Salsa, I was spoon-fed salsa a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, everything you hear in your life somehow feeds back into what you do, and I guess we amongst us in our separate ways, we've all found various elements which have come and fed back into it. As a violinist, there's lots of things that draw me to the kind of the Balkan side and the klezmer side of music, and those kind of things which, when you're then going to write stuff, just automatically kind of feeds back into what you do.
Great.
So yeah.
I mean, the first single and the first song on the album, Pineapple Juice.
Pineapple Girl.
Pardon?
Pineapple Girl.
Oh, sorry.
Pineapple Juice is pretty good though. I like that.
Clearly what I need to drink. Yeah. But a bit of sunshine, especially on a day like this, been raining all day. What's the vibe there, and why did you stick it right on the front of the album?
Well, basically, I was we were struggling with finishing the album last year. When you're writing, there's creative blocks. And I went, it was summer, and I was like, right, I can't be in this boat anymore. So I went for a walk, and I went to get some frozen yogurt. And I came back, and I just started thinking about one of my best friends, Una, in the world. She's amazing. She's been in our music videos, Neon Lights.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about meeting her, but at the Wilson's house. Tom is Mr. Wilson, and my other best friend is going to be soon Mrs. Wilson. And I just kind of imagined this story, and I was like, it's summer. And it just kind of came out, being inspired by these two women and his house, the bassist's house. And I think it works as a single because summer is about to come. It does have that fun kind of tropical juiciness to it. So I think that'll work for summer.
Yeah, absolutely. And it captures sort of that live energy and the passion. Was the album recorded as sort of live or?
No. We've tried that in the past, and it's just too noisy. You know, when you've got instruments like an accordion and a violin in the same room as the drums,
It bleeds.
literally you can't balance it. So we've tried that in the past. It's taken us all of the previous recordings we've done so far to find a way of sort of making it as live as possible, but actually recording separately. So I think what they did is the rhythm section recorded all together, and then used that track for the drummer to listen to while he recorded his part again. And so it was kind of re-recording things so that more people could get the feel, and quite a complicated process, like feeding back into itself and isolating things with headphones with different things. So it was, the tracks that you hear are all recorded separately, but with other tracks playing that were recorded together. So
so the drummer wasn't all on his own, which usually does happen. It's awful.
Yeah, that's true.
Metronome.
The first time I saw it was at Cambridge Folk Festival a couple of years ago. The show, really full on live experience, lots of energy, audience engagement.
Is that when I nearly missed the
That
show?
was the one you nearly missed the show, because you're flying in from Spain or the Ireland.
Yes.
It's one where we got the first ever mosh pit that Cambridge Folk Festival has seen in their 20th years they've had.
I love
that was
that gig.
awesome, wasn't it? Yeah.
The sound was fantastic.
Yeah, sound was amazing.
It was a great gig. Everybody loved it. Fantastic. I mean, obviously that's.
Yeah, that was mind blowing, that one. Yeah, and especially, folk is not necessarily where we're always placed, and it's nice to be able to kind of take that.
We're welcomed with open arms, like Green Man as well.
Yeah, and I guess those kind of sound men know how to deal with our accordions and violins, which are not very common on the usual club circuit. So
But you've got a real festival feel. I think you do well on any festival, to be honest. It's sort of happy.
Yeah, I mean that's
happy. You might be talking about sort of sad things, but with that in such a happy way and vibe and the energy and the vocals live, you just get and you get people dancing, as you say.
Yeah. I mean, I think festivals is where it's where we kind of started. The band grew out of us playing together. We were playing together at Secret Garden Party. We didn't even have a band at that point. It was just us two and a friend of mine, and we were just kind of wandering around playing music, and we ended up playing in someone's tent after all the music had finished, and someone came up and said, I'd love to book you guys next year. So the whole kind of thing grew out of a place within the festival. So I think that's kind of where we belong, really.
Great, and I mean you're touring the UK now, then off to Europe, including Italy, which I noticed on our Music News Italy site earlier on. Whereabouts are you sort of most well received, do you think?
I'd say Manchester and Bristol.
Really?
In England,
yeah. Spain.
If not in Spain, but in Spain specifically, we had a great show in Madrid and Brazil. They loved us in Brazil. Mexico liked it because it's got those Latin rhythms that people go.
Yeah,
I can see that happening. And how does the Molotov Jukebox song come into being then?
Sometimes someone has a riff or an idea or a theme, and then we go to Adam's house and we argue and argue and kind of go a bit mad and argue, go a bit mad and put down the demo, and somehow it kind of...
Yeah, it used to be lots of red wine, but we've phased it out now. We're getting professional these days and trying to be strict about things. So
coffee.
Yeah, coffee.
Black coffee.
Lots of black coffee mostly, and hours of banging our heads together.
Sounds good. I mean, it's a great name. Who chose it? How did it come about?
It was that very same night that we were playing at Secret Garden Party, and we were asked if they could book us, and they said, we were like, yeah, I guess. I said, well, what are you called? And
it came out with that word.
It came out of the ether. What can I say? Yeah.
Fantastic. But Nat, you've obviously had quite a different career as it's running in tandem. Long-term roles in Harry Potter film, Game of Thrones. But where are you sort of happier, on the stage or in front of the camera?
I think they're both very different elements. I think when you do one, I mean, I also do. Thing is, with acting, also I've done a lot of theatre, so I kind of I associate being on stage as well with that side of it. But I think it's kind of yin and yang. So when I'm doing too much of one, I kind of start craving the other one, and vice versa.
You never watch yourself back on film? Is that right? Is that true?
I hate it. I usually do it once at like the premiere or the screening, obviously, and I usually do it drunk, and then I get it out the way, and it's like that was awful. But in fact, the only two films that I've ever watched twice that I've been in have been Super Bob, which is amazing on Netflix, a mockumentary that's just so funny, and 10,000 Kilometers, which I did my first Spanish film, and those are the only two because I could kind of get beyond myself and try and enjoy it because I think they're great. But other things, I'm just like, just awful. It's like a horror movie, a car crash horror movie.
But what does the rest of the band think of the acting?
It's great. I mean, we love it. They don't
tell me anything. We don't talk about it.
Yeah, it's like I mean, it's obviously it's given us her her roles, and those things have given us many more opportunities than I think we would have had if it hadn't been for that. You know, it's given us the chance for someone to take us a bit more seriously, or even to give us the chance to listen to what we're doing rather than immediately say, no, you know, you've got to like go right back to the beginning. So yeah, I mean, it's only been, well, it's mostly been a benefit for us. It's scheduling is an interesting art when, you know, you've got someone as busy as this. We've I think both of the careers have had to miss certain things in order for the other things to go. Yeah, I mean, definitely a benefit.
And a bit of hard work must be. But it's a big band as well, you know, so touring-wise, how do you all get on, you know? Is it all harmonious, bust-ups along the way?
There's, I mean, it's like any families, you know, there's moments where it's like, what? Where is Tom? Where's Tom? Where's Tom? Because he just goes for a piss at like the last moment, just before we're about to leave. Or I'm massively neurotic about getting to everywhere on time, so, you know, that's
you mean
awful.
ahead of time, way ahead of time.
Just generally neurotic.
I mean, we've
everyone's got their thing. Everyone's got their thing, like, and so it's like, but we laugh a lot. I mean, we laugh a lot. I really enjoy it. It's great.
Fantastic, and a pleasure. If you had to pick 3 songs from across Molotov Jukebox repertoire, you know, that people you'd say, right, check these 3 out. These sort of sum up Molotov Jukebox. Which 3 would you choose?
Gypsy Funeral,
yeah. I'd say Tropical Bad Boy off the Carnival Flower album. Maybe I Need It. No, you don't think?
I'm done with that.
No, you said out of the whole repertoire, what would sum us up? Not what you want to play right now. I think it's our biggest song so far.
Okay.
It's, you know,
fine.
It's got a video that is us.
Fine.
I Need It. Which is I think our second ever single.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you so much.
Anything else you'd like to say to Music News watchers?
Hello, thank you for your support, and we're going to be coming to see you
somewhere. Hopefully you'll come and see us somewhere, and we'll meet in the middle, and it'll be lovely.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot.